Matt, the only thing you had, Matt, was arms. You just did this. I ain't mess with you. That one workout, Pat, you remember he was in there? Oh, just do this. Do this. Man, arm got a whole melon in his arm. Like, what you want us to do? I can't grow no melons. I got oranges, man. He got these big old melons in his arm. Hey, man, you got to do 2 more sets of 15. Man, my arms hurt.
And push-ups. And push-ups after.
My arms hurt. Like, man, this man got these big old melons in his arm. No, man.
Man walking around looking like a Sam linebacker.
Yeah, money, 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 money. Ain't that funny? I got haters. Yeah, they watching, but I know they love me. Money, 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 money. Ain't that funny? I got haters. Yeah, they watching, but I know they love me. Riding around the city. Plastic cup of C-Rock, bigger and I'm blacker. I am on that Chris Rock.
Ladies and gents, welcome back once again. Yours truly, All Things Covered with Bryant McFadden, Patrick Peterson. Another outstanding show for you guys. We have a special guest right now. This is a family affair. As you see on your screen right now, our cousin, the great Walter McFadden, is joining us here. If you're a fan of Auburn football, War Eagles, the Tigers, living legend right there, drafted by the Oakland Raiders at that time in 2010 in the 5th round. Our cousin, self-proclaimed the fastest member.
The fastest.
Self-proclaimed the fastest member of our family. Walt,
for sure.
How you doing?
Man, I'm doing all right, man. Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Hey, I don't want to interrupt the conversation right now. And I know we're talking about the fastest.
Hey, that's been proven. I know. Listen. That's not even talking.
We
about
never raced though. How
all three of us lined up one day at Pompano Cheese Park.
I don't remember that, Mac. You remember that?
You might not remember because I was so far ahead of you. You don't
remember
remember
that. You remember that, Mac?
Hey, I remember we lined up. It wasn't at Pompano Cheese Park. It was at MacArthur we was working out.
No.
I remember that.
Pompano Cheese Park.
I don't remember Pompano Cheese Park.
Hey man, it got ugly.
Pat,
it got ugly.
You know we worked at my high school.
Yeah.
And at the end, we did line up.
Yeah, I remember that, but it wasn't no finish. It was just like a start.
It was a start.
But it was you can't quit when you losing. Well, maybe you can't.
Everybody kept jumping before anybody said go. No, it wasn't no race.
Man, come on, man.
So, Walt, I got a question for you, Walt. Why do you believe you the fastest though? Like, where that came from?
Yeah, where did that come from?
We lined up to settle it. Matt, you're not even in this conversation. So when I look back, you was trying to see who won.
You jumped the gun, like Pat said. You jumped the gun.
It's called take off. I don't know what that is. It's take off.
Hey, so Matt, how we gonna settle this is, and I don't even know what Walt ran.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Why?
I'm the next person up. Like I beat whoever's next to me. That's what it is. That's that speed.
You next man fast, Walt?
Man, if you next to me, you lose. This is what it is. I don't care if that day you ran a 4.8, I'm gonna run a 4.7. That's what it is at that moment. Listen, he ain't running like that. Pat wasn't running like that. I seen Pat like that. Nah, Pat wasn't running like that. Nah. I was smoke out there, man. You know,
first of all,
they want that smoke there, man.
I wasn't running like that. First of all, you was 115 pounds. I was
195. Hey.
You were like
in flow. I'm a
a big block, man. You had a small block turbo, man. That's what you had.
Man, I didn't know one thing, Pat. If we had to race, well, first off, if it was in high school, you would have got smoked. In college, I would have beat you by 4 or 5 steps. This is what it is. And then when we did run, I wonder who was all there. I know it was Big Pat.
Nobody there because you're making this up.
No. It was somebody else there. Man, I feel like they recorded that. I feel like
we raced at my high school. I don't remember if anybody, because we worked out. Y'all stayed the night at my house. We hung out, we woke up, we went and worked out, and you were talking trash, saying you was the fastest. So we lined up, but you jumped the gun, and then you didn't want to race.
Right.
You didn't want to get back in the line.
Oh my gosh, this is bad business, man. You know what? Dante McFadden was there, and he'll tell you right now. He was there working out with us at the Pompano Chiefs. And I can verify. I just thought about it. You know what? Terrence McFadden was there too working out.
I don't remember that. I don't remember us being at no form of
all us working out over the field. It got ugly, man. We know what when it was done, we'd all separate. We ain't even want to be cousins no more. hey, we officially disobeyed everybody. It was like, bro, I don't even know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. We kind of lost touch since that day.
So what are you saying? You the fastest to come out of Blanche Ely?
That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah, I don't think many wanted to see that smoke. I don't think many wanted to see that smoke. I think that 10-5 was not nothing to play with. And I would say this.
What you got?
There's nobody at Ely ran Olympians. I ran against Walter Dix every year. I ran against Xavier Carter. These guys ran against Bolt. What's his name? Usain Bolt. So
not Volt.
Bolt, whatever his name. Bolt, right? Whatever. These guys ran. That's who I lost. That's who I lost to.
What event you ran against Walter Dix and Xavier Carter? What 100,
200, 4x1. You know, I was the fourth leg. He never beat me in 4x1. Now one of them. Once I got that 5 or 6 steps on him, it was smoke in the city. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you weren't catching me. Hey, man.
Hey, Walt, you got any footage of this, man? Because we
know. Hey, one thing I know. Listen, how about this? This is how I know I smoke Pat. And I'm gonna give you another. Hey, Matt, check this out. Yeah. He raced the little kid. What's the guy from Deerfield Bucks? He went to Michigan. The little quarterback.
Oh, Robinson.
Yeah, Denard Robinson.
And that guy smoked Pat. And he smoked.
First of all, he did not smoke me.
Hey, Matt, I was in college. I came home. He wanted to race before he go to the Michigan. Streets was not having it. Not even when all them boys were paying that no more. Put that money. It was over. It was over quick. It was quick.
You beat Shoelace?
I came home. It was quick.
I don't know nothing about no smoke, Mac. And it was a 4x1 relay. It was relay. Yeah, it was a relay. 4x1 relay.
Hey, man.
Me and Shoelace got the baton at the same time. It was a photo finish. I don't know what Walt talking about no fabrication, just like he said, like he told Gerard that y'all was brothers. I don't know what he began his stories from, but I got the photo, I got the picture.
What place you came in? What place you came in?
It was a photo finish, and he literally beat me by his dread. So the smoke stuff, what are you talking about?
Hey, I never lost race, so I don't know who behind me, so I call everybody smoke. So when I look at it, you got smoke. You was behind them. Hey, it's okay to get smoked, bruh. It's okay. It happened to the best. It happened to me with Walter Dix. Like, it's best on best. Hey, man, it's okay, man. It is okay. Hey, Matt. Hey, one thing I know.
That's how you know you faster. That's how you know you faster than Matt.
How you know you faster than somebody is when the light come on.
Matt,
when you got stress under circumstances. That's how you know you faster than somebody. Got dog. I don't want to hear nothing for you talking about.
I'm still the fastest today. Like that's
right now. You still can run. You still can run. Well, them hamstrings ain't ready. You can't run right now.
Hey,
you ain't even got no hamstrings. It's all bones right
Next time you talk to Brandon, ask her what I just did to a kid the other day. I'm still running. I don't lose street life, man. I don't run, man.
Still racing in the streets, Walk?
Man, that's what I do. It's a nice little come up. It's a nice little come up.
So somebody challenge you right now in the streets.
Anybody that's out there except for 22, if you between the age of 21 and 24 and you work out, I won't mess with you. But if you 24 and you don't work out, I'm gonna hurt you.
Pat, older than that, he in his 30s, he's a few years behind.
Oh yeah, he smoked.
Let's put it on tape.
Smoke.
Let's put it on tape.
Hey, it'll be just like, that film will get lost again. That film will get lost again. Matt, you better ask these people in Houston. I'm running.
So you know what? I ain't even trying to act like I want to get in that race.
No. You don't get in that, Matt. The only thing you had, Matt, was arms. You just did this. I ain't messing with you. That one workout, Pat, you remember he was in there? Oh, just do this. Man, Arm got a whole melon in his arm. Like, what you want us to do? I can't grow no melons. I got oranges, man. He got these big old melons in his arm. Hey, man, you got to do 2 more sets of 15. Man, my arms hurt.
And push-ups. And push-ups after.
My arms hurt. Like, man, this man got these big old melons in his arms. Man.
Man walking around looking like a Sam linebacker.
Back then we used to wear those white tees. The tee used to be so tight on him right there because he be like, I got these melons out here, man.
Hey, matter of fact, well, the tee was oversized back then, and he still was overfitting them.
hey, them legs be small, but they dog on this right here. Hey, man, I used to see them things, Pittsburgh uniforms. I don't know if Matt had like a special cut or something, but the arm was so big. It was a few times that I thought he had like fumbles in his hand because he was running. I thought he had a fumble, but it was his arm. I thought that was a football. Man, bicep so big, man, it's crazy.
You got to get ready for that crack replace that running back come run that corner.
Oh, no, that's not your job, Matt. That's not your job. That's not your job.
Hey, hello.
We hit in Pittsburgh. We had to hit.
Hey,
what we gonna do? Hey, Pat, Walt, at some point, we got to get together down at the crib.
Yeah.
And we gonna make sure we get this documented because Walt say he's a legendary street racer. He's been
I never lost one. You got
never lost.
Never lost.
We gonna get it down. What y'all gonna run, the 30 or the 40?
The 40 might be too bad. I give him a 25 because it might make.
See, that's where we're going back to that start.
It might be a competitive.
See what I'm saying?
Matt, you see what he's saying? He's basically telling
you
you
what I'm
no
saying. We listen to what you're saying.
You ain't got no takeoff, Matt. You ain't running me down. You ain't running me down. You ain't got no takeoff. It's over. Hey,
and that was your problem.
Hey,
you don't have a fucking takeoff.
Hey,
and you like to run people down. So the race may need to be a little bit longer because my strong suit is the takeoff.
What you ran in the 40?
4.34.
Man, I did that.
Yeah, I know you did. I looked you up. You ran a 4.38 officially.
And in the Nike camp, I ran like a 4.29, I think.
In high school?
And I got on document. They told me I ran a 4.28 hand time.
That was hand. That wasn't laser.
Yeah, his wasn't laser either.
Yeah, Pat had a little
numbers saying you faster, Pat. That's what you saying?
Man, I know I'm faster.
Hey,
that's why I said I don't want to hear nothing about no next man speed. Let's see what the times say. The times say.
Hey,
when
man,
you gotta put the time on the paper.
Matt, it matters when you're running next to somebody. Trust me. That fear get it to you.
Can we make it a 30? Make it a 30 then.
We can make whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
I might want it longer.
And I ain't training.
Me either. I'm retired. I ain't no more.
Training. You know what I do, Matt?
What?
My daughter play flag football, the work.
I go to cheerleader.
I go out there and do a little bit with them here and there and there, and then boom, I stretch. I'm still that cheater.
Matt,
I'm a little cheater out there.
Every day you call me, Matt, what I'm doing?
Playing golf or picking up the babies.
Hello.
Yeah.
And cooking.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, you gonna have problems.
We're gonna set this up. We're gonna make sure we record it. So lost 5.
How about this? You should have had Gerard on here. He would have told you. He was like, "Nah, man, I don't know, man. You
should have called Gerard on the phone real quick.
Man, you ain't gonna get Gerard.
I'm gonna call him right now.
Call him right now.
His ass right now.
Call him too. I could call him right now too. And
go ahead. You call him then. You call him.
But just put him on this. Well, I'm using my phone this time, y'all.
You got to call Gerard.
I got it. Hold on.
Hey, he gonna tell you.
Put it on speaker.
Hey, I'm about to put him on FaceTime.
Let me tell you, Matt. Let me tell you why he ain't faster than me either.
What?
He lived in Pine Tree. Ain't no dogs in Pine Tree. It's dogs in Killer Lakes. He couldn't get away. He couldn't get away. It wasn't no dogs on Uncle Buster Street except for Uncle Buster dogs, and they were the only. And he was used to those.
Uncle Buster had those big dogs in the back of that gate.
Hey,
let them gate anyway.
Matt, let them dogs come out. Uncle Buster, I was scared of him. So why would I be? He wasn't running.
But you talking about I wasn't running. Who the one got bit on the calf by a dog when we was a little? If you was running.
Well, nobody told me the dog was behind me. I slowed down.
Oh, okay, but you won't smoke.
Matt. He only talking about we was playing street football. You know how you throw the ball down and the first person catch you got to go. I smoked everybody.
Oh, here we go. He smoked everybody.
And then everybody started running past me. They not screaming. I turned around, it's a dog behind me.
Oh, they was running from the dog.
Everybody else was running for the dog, but I was running from them because I was
so we
far
smoked
ahead. Matt,
Now
you
behind us.
you see how
That's
I
what
get
you
in front
said,
of
right?
everybody? You see how the story like smoke.
Hey boy, hey man, I got to see this race. I got to
Matt,
see
you
it.
need to get back in it. Don't get scared, because you were scared last time.
No, I'm not getting in that.
No,
Hey, but
I know
real quick,
that's a little
about
something.
that dog story, dog. I would never forget that moment. He
Y'all
ain't
let
lying. We was definitely playing like some catch up something. I can't
yeah,
remember
you
that
like
game.
catch up,
Throw
throw
him
the
up
ball
tackle.
down.
Remember
Like,
we used to call throw
No.
him up
We was in the street though. You know, you had the one guy back here, and you throwing it in the group, and the first guy who catch it,
yeah,
gotta
you be
go.
like, give me room, give me room, give me room, give me room. You say
Yeah, I
that,
can't
give me some
remember that
room,
game, but anywho,
and then go.
yes. So Walt got the ball, right?
Mhm.
He catches the ball. He talking about give me room. And we see this big ass black dog. I don't know what type of dog it was. It was right in front of my auntie, his grandmother, yard. And we was like, oh shit, there's a dog. Everybody just start taking off.
And
And
I'm
he still
running.
got the football in his hand. Everybody done jumped on cars. Walt's still running. The dog's still running
He trying to
behind
score
him.
a touchdown.
Dog done took a big ass, he'll tell you,
Yeah,
big
I got a
ass
big
chunk
scarf in my
out of
leg.
his
About that
calf,
big.
bro.
Yeah, it's about that big.
It was like,
Well,
oh,
they ain't say your dog was behind you.
Nah, man, but I was so far in front of him.
no,
man.
you was behind us, motherfucker.
I was so far in front. I can't see behind me. I'm like a spaceship. I don't have rear view sensors. I don't have a rear view. I'm like a spaceship, Matt. I will go backwards. You feel me? Hey, man, I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Hey man, listen, don't worry. We gonna get down to the crib, right? And we gonna take it back to the
Set it
pumping
up.
up.
Just
We
let
gonna
me
set
know
it
the
up.
date. Let me know the
Set it
date.
up.
Set it up.
Well,
Hey,
Walt,
I can come to Atlanta.
You got them kids, so we gotta wait till them kids ain't got no
No,
activity.
my kids stationary. They do whatever they can. They straight.
We gonna set it up, Pat. Y'all gonna race on the field or the street?
Hey,
What y'all
man,
doing?
you can do
Feel.
whatever you.
I know he like to run barefoot and stuff.
Or then
And
just
all that stuff.
I
I'm
don't
on the
really do
field.
that too much. Those days when I ain't wear no shoes. You really ain't want no problem. But if I wear shoes, you might have a chance to stay in the race. That's all I'm saying. To stay in the race.
Hey, this is gonna be lovely. Hey, we have some exciting news for all of our listeners, all of our viewers, all of our fans. We have an exclusive discount code with Homefield Apparel, one of the best apparel companies in the world. At checkout, if you enter in your promo code COVERED, COVERED, in the checkout promo code, you will get 15% off, which is a very, very exclusive discount coming from yours truly, All Things Covered. Hey, so for our viewers, man, let me give you some insight, of course. Walt and Pat went to the same high school, prestigious high school down in Broward County, Pompano Beach, Florida. Blanche Ely High School, a high school that has been known to produce high-level athletes, all sports. So I'm going to start with you first, Walt. If you had to give your top 4 Mount Rushmore of athletes to come out of Blanche Ely, who would it be?
Oh man, Pat is one for sure. And then I got Nick Davis just because when I was going to Ely, that's all I heard, and it was just like inspiration. Nick Davis.
Nick Davis was number 3, right? He was played running back, right?
22 running back.
20.
Yeah, I think he was. No, he wasn't doing your time yet. I don't think you had a chance to feel that heat down there in MacArthur. And then Tyrone Moss was my other one. And then it's Al. Al was just a big inspiration because he used to come to the Cheese Park a lot.
Al Harris?
Al Harris, and he really put an impact on me. But I knew 6'9" personally just because he used to date one of our cousins. Gina them used to kind of talk with him, so he used to always be around and stuff like that.
What's
so,
6'9" real name?
Oh man, I don't know. I just always called him 6'9".
Yeah, that was his nickname.
Right?
Yeah, that was his name. 6'9". Everybody knew him as 6'9".
Yeah, you know it's just 6'9", man. But man, yeah. But if I had to do it, if I had to replace, it would be Al to put 6'9" there. But Al really stood out to me, man, and that was a big thing for me.
Yep. What about you?
Yeah, for me, I'm almost right there with my boy Walt. I got to put Eddie Jones. He was the kind of like the cornerstone of basketball players coming out of Blanche Ely. And as you know, Walt and BMac like Blanche Ely High School. I know we have a lot of football players, but we won God knows how many state championships in basketball.
We call it ET Express, right? The ET Express.
No doubt about it. You know what I mean? So, that's a rich tradition in itself. I got to go with Tyrone Moss. I'll leave myself out of it, but Al Harris, he was one of those guys, like Walt said as well. He always came back and like gave and like put into the community. Like I always remember working out with Al Harris, even in freaking high school. When I got to college, coming back, he would always be at the Chiefs Park in that black Impala, whatever motor he had in it. Always, you know what I mean? Always there. So we was always around Al when we was growing up. And my last one, well, I think you played with him, Carlton Jackson. Like what Carlton Jackson was able to do as a quarterback, as a lefty, and how he was able to involve,
He used to hoop too, didn't he?
No. I mean, he did, but he was more of a quarterback.
Yeah.
But dog, what he was able to do in those 2 years that he was with Coach Snead, how he involved that offense. You was on a couple of those teams run where y'all came up short in the state finals or whatever. But what he was able to do, dog, as a quarterback at Blanche Ely, when we never had a quarterback. That dude was special, boy.
Carlton CJ, man, he was dope, man.
He was, and he rocked number 7. He rocked number 7, right?
He was 7. Yeah, he was
number 7, a lefty. He didn't have the mobility as a Mike Vick, but he had the cannon of a Mike Vick. Dog, they ran a spread offense. Like I said, Walt was on those teams. They ran a spread offense. Like this was the first time that you really saw like a 5 wide
at Ely
spread offense in high school. And Coach Snead brought that from Belglades to like we was talking about with who we had, Santonio Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about. So we had his head coach that he was talking about come to our high school for a couple years when Walt was there, bro. When I say the offense was damn near unstoppable, dog. Like it was hurry up offense. Spread formation, crazy. Like it was nuts, dog. It was crazy.
Yeah, probably the best team at Ely that ever came through. One of the best teams outside of Tyrone Moss them that I seen come through. But no, for sure. Yeah, CJ was
some other notable names from Blanche Ely, Corey Simon.
Yeah.
Tyrone Carter.
Tyrone definitely up there.
Clint Sessions.
Yeah.
You played with Clint, right, Walt?
Yeah.
Yep.
Clint Sessions went to Pitt, played for the Colts.
What was the offensive lineman that went to UM with Tyrone? I can't remember. Andrew Bain.
Andrew Bain and Siren Williams. And you had we had a D tackle that went with them that year.
I can't remember the D tackle.
Yeah, I can't think of his name, but we probably put out about 12 D1 athletes that year. Tyrone Moss.
Hey, Walt. Talk about this moment. I cannot remember the team y'all played, but we was in y'all played this team out of West Palm Beach. I talked about Gerard about this because we was talking about your speed.
All right.
But that running back that you ran down, like you pretty much like you was on the opposite side of the field and you ran it. It was a home game. It was at Ely. And I knew the team was from Palm Beach. I cannot remember the name of the team.
Javion Best. He went to West Palm Beach. Yeah. This is actually gonna confirm my speed, Matt, because the guy ran the 4.3, Matt. I got hit, fell down on the floor, shot a few dice, and then got up and ran him down in the middle of the game. Like Matt, it was
how many yards he had on you?
About 20, about 50. I would say by the time I took off, he was about 12 yards in front of me.
And you went and got him?
He did.
I pushed him out like at the 1 or the 2, like right there. It was within 5 yards.
Pat P confirmed that last week though.
He did.
Yeah. No, I went and got him. He supposed to went to West Palm Beach with the quarterback. He went to West Palm Beach. I think his name was Jared. He played behind Pat White
at West Virginia.
The other quarterback, the backer. I think his name was like Jared Brown. He was on that team as well. So it was the quarterback and the running back. But Javion Best, he left the team for whatever reasons, and then that's when they got what's the one from Fort Myers, the little running back.
Noel Devine.
Yeah, that's where them boys came. Yeah, that's where them boys came. Yeah.
So that confirmed the speed then, right there, right? Walt?
Oh, Matt. It was next man. I seen him. He was, oh, let me go get him. It was just like that. I seen him. Man, it was, people think that was my fastest run, actually, Matt. But to me, the fastest I ever been when it was really running from Walter Ditz, like in a 4x1.
This was fast.
Yeah, you got to.
I saw him at Florida State running.
Yeah, you got to get, I was getting like, hey, man, y'all give me 10 yards run, head start, like on this 4x1, because I would beat him in the takeoff, but in the 40, I'm right there somewhere. It was the rest of it that I couldn't hold my speed, like he could. So, but the fastest is me running away from Walter Ditz, because you hear this woo. I never want to hear that.
Oh yeah, huh?
I didn't want to hear that.
When they said that woo, somebody coming.
Hey, I was making sure, Matt. Every time we had to run, I'm like, hey, let's go, or put me at third leg. Oh. Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
What's up, baby boy?
Hey, what's up, my guy? Hey,
we need you to settle something for us.
Hey, Jay.
We need you to settle something for us, JP.
Yeah,
go ahead, BMac. Ask him the question.
Hey. So Gerard, we having this conversation. Walt is already throwing shots at Pat P about being the fastest. You seen both of them. You've been around both of them. Who would you take in a race in they prime, Walt or Pat?
If they racing in the street, I'm taking Walt all day. If they on grass, I'm taking Pat P.
That's why I said we need to have some cleats on, goddammit. Thank you.
Hey, he playing nice. Ain't no such thing. Speed is speed. Track, grass, run. He getting smoked. That's what it is.
So tell me what you just said. Say it again, JP.
I said if they gotta run in the street, I got Walt. He taking them shoes off, and I don't know how his feet grip that concrete like he do, but he rolling. But if they gotta go on grass, I gotta take Pat P. I ain't seen nobody that big, that fast before in my life.
Nah, that don't mean nothing, Matt. You see that? He give him size.
Thank you, JP. I'm gonna call you later.
Matt. He's saying the man big on grass. Hey, does not mean anything.
Dog, so I'm gripping that grass a little bit different than you, dog, man. You like to grip that turf a little bit different, which I said, Matt. I said if he gonna take his shoes off, he dangerous in the street. But if we go on grass, I'm gonna eat his ass up.
Matt, that shit. Hey, nobody believed that in Pompano. I would say that.
You a good
street one
racer.
person would believe that in Pompano.
We gonna see. We gonna make a weekend of it.
Hey,
all three of us ain't been together since Pat been in high school, right before he got to college. We used to hang out. We gonna make a weekend of it. We gonna have a good time, and we gonna sell it, and we gonna make sure we record it.
Just don't lose the documents like last time.
No, we ain't losing the documents. Ain't nobody gonna lose it. We gonna have a fresh out time.
Man, we're in 2024, man. Ain't nobody losing no documents.
Ain't nobody losing them documents. Hey, so what made you decide to go to Auburn? Coming out of Ely, had a great high school career.
Man, I don't really tell the story as much, but I'm gonna tell it without telling everything.
You got paid?
Yeah, he must have.
You said I'm gonna tell the story.
You don't have to. At Auburn, we don't pay.
I mean, you got NIL
pay for people at Auburn. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody go to LSU or FSU, that was easy. Anything with a LU is not a really good thing to go to. FSU or a three-letter school, LSU, FSU. You see how them teams. But it's easy. No, man. So Auburn, man. I was trying to, Snead was my coach, and he went to University of Florida. So my first pick was Florida. So that's what I wanted to go. I think our first what them things, Jamboree games. I was thinking about Miami, and we played Miami North something. They like Burgundy. I can't remember the.
Is it New Orleans?
New Orleans, something like that. They had I think they just had left. A receiver had just left there. I think he went to LSU.
Dwayne Bowe, but he left a season before me, so it was kind of like a big opening because they had Dwayne Bowe the year before that, and they was talking to me, and then that's when Uncle Roy and my daddy was at the game. They was like, "Hey, you ain't going to Miami. You not talking to them. You need to get away far." That whole drive through, just listening to them,
So I was like, I don't want to be a part of them. They got to hear them. So I was throughout the season, I was talking to the University of Florida. At that time, they had Ron Zook. Yep. He was the head coach. He had just offered me probably like 2 or 3 weeks before he got fired. I just got the offer. Willie Snead came and told me about the offer. And I was like, cool, that's great. I want to go to Florida. You know, that's where I want to go. And a couple weeks passed, whatever. I didn't hear much. And then Urban Myers came in. He made a phone call to Willie Snead. Then he flew in while he was in town visiting some other guy. Came by Ely. They brought me in. And he just kind of basically told me straight up, like, hey, what's your SAT score? I ain't even took the SAT yet. And he was like, hey, if you commit to us, we're going to send you to JUCO. And I was like, all right. You know, they trying to get their class together pretty fast whatsoever, just to solidify. And Big Ronnie Wilson, he had just left that January. So I was trying to leave with Ronnie because, you know, back then at Ely, you had Friday school. So we used to go to school on Fridays to get ahead. So when I was a senior, I only took one class. That was just like science or something. All my other classes were like PE because I took them in on those Fridays. So I was trying to leave to go to University of Florida, but Urban, he came in and he was just like, hey, we're going to send you to JUCO. And all the other schools was like still recruiting me. But Eddie Grand from Auburn, he came in and he was like, listen, I know you told me that you think you're going to go to Florida or Auburn, but let me show you how you get eligible. And he just showed me some different ways of how I could be eligible without scoring so high on the SAT. And I seen him sweat at the table. Like I was at one end, me and Willie Snead was on one end, and him and Tuberville was at the other end. They just had their hats off. They was writing on the paper. It was like an hour. Nobody's talking to each other. And he just going like this, trying to figure out what my grades were, how to figure this out. And then once he gave me that plan, I was like, bet, I got it. And then as we got closer, I realized I'm eligible. And I said, you know what, I'm going to get that back to Eddie Grandin because, you know, he put the work in instead of just saying go to JUCO or take a different route. So that's how I chose Auburn. But Michigan did it, and Michigan State gave me some opportunities as well where they showed me how to get eligible. But Auburn I was at that table. I seen it. You know, Michigan was kind of like, hey, we're going to talk to you over the phone. But I seen those guys put the work in, so I wanted to give it back.
Right. Man, that's dope, man. And obviously, you end up building some great relationship as a relationship that we absolutely share with Gerard Powers, as the listeners and viewers just saw. But I want to take you back as well to that Outback game. I'll never forget watching you because that was your senior year, if I'm not mistaken, against Northwestern.
Yeah.
You had an interception for 99 yards. Going back to your speed. You know, we always get back to your speed somehow, some way. But making that play and displaying your speed on that play, did you feel like that was going to give you a boost in the NFL draft that you was getting ready to head into?
No, I didn't think that because that wasn't my first 99 in college. My first 99 was we played Louisiana Tech, and I ran it back in 99, and then I got suspended by Tub, not by the college. I did the Dion on the interception and threw the ball into the crowd.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a sophomore. So that was the one where I thought what displayed my speed that time. But I think the one at the Outback, I think I had, I think my form was just the best. I never seen my form like line up. So if I had to, critique it, I really took off on that one. That's all.
Yeah.
Did you have 2 picks that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
You had 2 picks that game. I remember that.
Yeah, they threw the ball like 100 times. So, in the SEC, you don't get too many passes thrown out there. Like in those other conferences. They throw the ball, a lot. There's no real football back then in it. And I'm trying not to disrespect the ACC. I see it in the back there, but they threw the ball, and it wasn't a good conference to play in. I'm trying to put it in the best way, like, so when you play in these other conferences outside the SEC before it all became this spread stuff, a DB was 1 or 2 interceptions was like big in the SEC back then. To me, I thought it was.
Hey, listeners and viewers, as you guys see, we had an episode last week, and you guys have seen it in flesh. I've been around him since I was 4 years old, jumping the wall to go to his house from my grandma's house. Brian's seen it forever. He's just one of a kind to be around, and we have not sold you short on who Walter Jamar is.
Jamal.
Don't do it.
We don't know him as Jamal.
Yeah,
Right.
man, don't do it. Man, don't put that information out there like that.
That's
Man.
information.
That's government rules.
That's his information. This boy is
Hey, first of all, I just started calling him Walt when I got in maybe the league. He was always Jamar to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Always.
that's what I'm saying. I remember when he used to come to Carolina when he was a little baby with him and Big Walt.
Right.
Jamal, and then all of a sudden Walt. I'm like, who?
Right.
That man named Jamal, man. He
Hey,
even
man, confusing times back then, man. Confusing times. PTSD.
you say your daddy gave you two names. You got two
Yeah.
first names? What are you talking about? What
Yeah.
big
Walt, aka Jamar, since I was 4 years old. So like we literally grew up together until he left off to college. But can you tell him the story one time when my grandmother was looking for me? I don't know how the hell I snuck out of the house, but I'm over at your house and we over playing games, and my grandpa snatched me up out of your room. If you can remember that story.
Man, I don't, man.
Oh.
I don't, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Uncle Buster them did some stuff, man. Hey, man.
how you don't remember that, but you remember this race at Pompano Cheese?
Because it was a win for me. It was a loss for Pat. Well, you know what? I might remember because Pat got the ass whooping.
Hey, I got some stories for you, man. I remember one time as well when your dad had that blue. What was that
The
brand?
blue
That
truck.
blue van.
It
was a van, man.
Yeah, that
and you're behind talking from EMP, man. I didn't have Lil Pat. Well, he called me Lil Pat, but I had another government name as well, which is Trashard, which is my middle name. So his mom used to call me Trashard. But like for Walt, he's just called me Lil Pat.
We all call you Lil Pat,
right?
Oh,
But
they
for
call
the
him
adults,
Trashard.
they always call me
Trashard.
Right. So
yeah, it was Trashard.
So one day I don't know what the hell, we had some moments, but anyway, he was like, Lil Pat, dog, I'm telling you, dog, I know how to drive. You know him, he gassed everything up. I'm like, man, hell, that's big cuz if he say he know how to drive,
we got the van.
he know how to drive.
We got the van.
Take the car.
We got the van out there.
Hey man, we got the van out there, man. Walt got was like, man, I'm telling you, mind you, this is probably his first time getting behind the wheel.
What grade you was in, Walt?
Hey, probably.
I think he was in like middle school, maybe.
Yeah, like 8th grade. You know, you taking the van. We call it Big Blue.
Yes.
Hey, Big Blue. Hey, Big Blue got us what we need to get. And back then, you know, everybody put $1 in to get gas. About 6 of us. We riding around the city in Big Blue.
Oh, this dude talking about something. Yeah, man, I've been watching my dad, man. The wheel gonna do what it's gonna do. You just gotta keep it in between the lines. I'm like, man, you showed me, mind you. So Walt is like, what, 5 years older than me. So he's in middle school. I'm in elementary.
Yeah.
So
It's just y'all two in there?
Hey, man, we was cruising the streets, Matt.
Wait a minute. It was just y'all two in there?
I
think Q, your boy, not Q.
Quinn was there, I think. Quinn was on some
Yes.
of them. Quinn was on some of them. Yeah.
Yes.
We used to be gone. And Devin James used to be every night.
Devin James. He used to live right there by the lake.
Matt.
Well, what Big Walt gave you the keys? Or he
You know, Big Walt used to have just keys everywhere. You know, they had just a million keys. I don't know where they went to, but when I found the Big Blue van, hey, I knew we out of there. We go.
Hey, and we know Big Walt used to have a couple beers in him, so he.
Oh, no question.
Yeah. So you made sure that thing got back in a certain time because he was gonna be looking for them things, man.
Right.
Hey, man. He used to get to a point, I'd be like, man, I done messed up and hit a curve or something. I'm gonna put some ice in his chest. It's gonna be cold, so he ain't gonna even think about it. He ain't gonna even think about it. Man, Big Blue, man.
No, man, this man is a fool.
But we had some times, Mac.
Y'all remember that one time y'all came down, Pat, I think you was still in high school.
Uh-huh.
Walt, you was in college, I was in the league. Y'all came down to the crib, we hung out. And remember, I had freaking Rod with us, my homeboy Rod Brown, right? You remember you made Freaking Rod sleep outside?
Oh yeah, in your front.
In the front yard.
He rang the doorbell. Nobody coming to answer the door.
Water ain't go down there and answer the door.
Hey,
man, in the yard.
I'm a visitor. I'm not opening nobody's door in this neighborhood. What I'm doing down there, man? There's a man out there. If Mac ain't going down to open the door, I ain't opening the door.
Why you opening the door?
Why I'm going like, come in.
We had just came in from the club. Because he said his car wouldn't start, right?
Yeah.
I had to take a shower. I'm in the room. I don't hear nothing. You say you heard something.
I heard him down there. I did. I heard him
He
hitting that door.
He looked out the window and everything. I
heard him hitting that door. Yeah, I thought it was like one of your neighbors just, hey, your car's too loud. You know, the Mitsubishi was out there, you know, so they maybe remember the boom, the 410s out there. So I was like, man, I ain't going down there, but I just turned over and went to sleep. But I heard him down there.
I walked outside, bro. I just happened to go outside. I don't know, maybe to check the mail. I literally walk outside. This man is curled up in the fetal position underneath the palm tree.
Hey, man. Freaky Rod had a long night that night.
He was drunk. He was on the Hennessy. He was on that brown.
But I should have went downstairs and said, maybe, or knocked on your door, man. But I ain't want to, you know, I was like, man, I'm not finna knock on no grown man door, man. And be like, hey, man, somebody at the door. I just, hey, man, that ain't my problem. Hey, man, that's just kind of like what we do. You know, you don't just get into other people's business. You move on, you keep going. This ain't no scary movie.
Hey, Walt, you remember that time? Your freshman year, I'm in Pittsburgh. You at Auburn. You remember you had gave me a call?
Oh, not that call.
Hey, man,
not that call.
Please memory.
Pat. Boy, this boy is a fool, boy.
Oh, I know.
Not that call.
Yeah, we gonna look. Hey, Pat, I'm gonna tell you about this.
Not that call.
Refresh that man memory, man.
Pat, it was a couple calls. Hey, you said you were talking about looking for pieces. I had other calls going to Mac.
He had more important calls. Forget them groceries.
Forget them pizzas. Hey, Mac, hey, Brian. Hey, Brian. Hey, man, Brian. Hey, you know, he's so calm. What's that mean? What? Okay. I'm about to hit the field and I'm gonna call you after. He calls me after. So yeah. And then, you know, in my mind, mother like panic with me.
Right.
Yeah. All right. You talk to Walter?
Yeah, that's it. You talk to Big Walt.
I'm calling you.
Right.
Hey, Pat, he panicking. I'm like, man, why you want me to panic for? I'm trying to help resolve.
I'm gonna listen to ear right now, coach.
I said, man, it'll be all right. I got you.
Yeah. You go.
Where need to go? Where we go? Where everything will be good. You good.
Yeah.
And Pat, boy, that boy, every week he called me with some foolishness, man. I'm like, bro, what is you doing?
Listen,
hey,
all right,
Gerard, and I'm starting to remember some of the stories, man. Gerard used to be like, hey, man, just call your brother, man. And I'm like,
that's what he said.
And I'm like, fool, bitch, Trey is 5 years old, bitch. Trey is 5. Bro, Trey can't do anything.
Right.
Hey, just call your brother. I don't know what stories I gave him or whatever, but I remember he used to be like, hey, man, just call Brian, man. You seen Pittsburgh? They got them boy got them fresh clubs. You know, we was wearing
y'all wearing Russell?
We was wearing Russell.
Russell.
We went Russell, and then like my junior year we went to Under Armour. But he was like, man, we need to get those gloves, man. I was like, yeah. I'm gonna call him. But I wasn't calling Mac about no gloves. I was calling Mac by everything else. Hey, Mac.
Right.
Hey, Mac, I need gas. Hey, Mac, I'm trying to go to the A. They taught us freak meat out here. You know, I'm trying to get to the A, Mac. Don't you got a game this Saturday? Bruh, I'm red shirt.
Yeah. He said, you got a game?
Man, listen, we ain't even gonna put his nickname out there for the public to know, but we know the stories from your crazy behind 100%. But anywho, can you give the listeners and viewers, man, your funnest moment? Not, it don't even have to be in your NFL career, college career, or in high school. Your funnest moment in life in general to you.
Man, I think the biggest thing for me right now that stands out the most is where I'm at today. I'm at Coca-Cola. I'm pretty high up, and to be able to complete a dream to play in the NFL, even though it wasn't as long, 2.5 years, but then to also backtrack and not just fall off the earth, and still become a area sales manager that runs everything in Houston with Coca-Cola. That the dream is that my son, I look at a lot of people talk about their kids, they following them or the pressure to be the next one up. And I think today Lil Walt has an opportunity, and Blake, even though he's just 2 years old, 3 years old, they have an opportunity not just to see their cousin played in an NFL or you guys, and myself, but then also to see how successful you guys are. Matt doing CBS, Pat, I see you doing your thing, getting ready to go to that part of your next journey. But then to see myself as well, to say also, Dad ain't the hourly guy that, you see the football players who didn't get to go that far and, they're back in the same situation. I'm still technically, honestly, living my dream. I got the house that I dream about. When you that kid of the NFL, I want this big house. I want this many cars. I want that. When I look back at it and just go back down, I didn't get to get the career that I want, but I got a great start in life. And now I'm looking at it from my kid's view is, dude, Dad checked every box, and now he's checking it on this side. And so I'm just as big as what I would have been in the NFL in the corporate world today. So that's my finest moment, that I still accomplished both, but then it leads back to family for me. So now my kids could dream not just to be, hey, I want to be this NFL player because that's what my family did. No, also your family is a analyst. They also, your family got other opportunities. Your mom is a chemical engineer. Your dad is an area sales manager that runs everything in Houston from whatever. Like, the goals are so many now. It's broader than having that one mindset. From when you're in Pompano, your mindset is, everybody say,
very small.
Get out of here. You got to get out of here to be successful. So either you're a football player or you're doing something in the streets. And my dream car, this is how my mindset was back then, because it was so narrow. My mindset was, I want a donk car. Even when I got in NFL, I had my wife had to tell me, hey, what you trying to get a donk for? Like, go get this Mercedes, because this, and so it was so narrow. And now I'm able to broaden the perspective of what my kids could do and how many most other things you could do out there that could be very successful. Because I never knew that growing up. My mindset was on Bryant. Now that when I was able to understand it, Brian was going through it. Oh, Brian did it, I could do it. Oh, it was just kind of like that. And I didn't care if Brian had other dreams and doing communication. I didn't care about Brian doing anything else. I didn't know what Brian wanted to do. I just knew Brian was playing football and he's in the NFL. And that was my narrow. And if I don't go to the NFL, I'm going to be out here in these streets. It was one way or the other, right? Because my other cousins, Jake, Robert, Steve, they were just hustling, right? And so you see that side, then you see Brian. So Brian is kind of like my angel, not to call my cousins, bad, but they was doing different things, right? So that's what's my images for me. So, but by me getting out of there, seeing that side, and then coming over here and going through so many different levels, now I'm broadening the perspective for Lil Walt, my kids, to say, hey man, you don't have to be an NFL player. You also could do this. You also could do that. There's so many other things that's out there to help you be successful. And I always tell Walt, NFL, because he's really good, man. And but I have to bring him back to reality. I'd be like, hey,
he's fast also too. I done heard the stories.
oh yeah, he's super fast, bro. He got a motor on him now. He ain't running where I'm running, but he got a little motor. He probably not the same speed as me at this same time though. I would say that he's so smart. He's conscious, out there, and he makes good decisions. You know me, I'm just running, going right. Yeah. He is definitely smart out there, man, and he got a different mindset than what I had. And that's where we're relating that now, where I'm trying to teach. He's doing it. And that's the biggest perspective for me.
Man, that's dope. One thing I like to say to both of y'all boys, because, I'm the oldest, and I pretty much been in y'all lives since day one, because our grandma, my grandma, your grandma, I lived with her while in South Carolina. So y'all parents, your Aunt Margaret, Uncle Buster, your dad, Big Pat, Walt. Anytime someone wanted to see her, y'all came and they saw me. Yeah. And my first love was always football. And then when I moved down to South Florida in the early 90s to mid 90s, of course, that's what I gravitated to. And then to your point about how our culture was in South Florida at that time, you only had two sides. Either be an athlete or be in the streets, selling dope, hustling, whatever the case may be. And I always wanted to play ball. But one thing that I really appreciate with y'all boys and what I tried to show is that when I finally hit that mark where I could get in there and I saw that y'all was trying to do the same thing, that's why I wanted y'all to be around me so much. Yeah. I wanted my boys to see the grind, work out with me, see the grind. We also going to have fun, but I want y'all to be able to distinguish the two and not allow the entertainment to become more of a priority than what the main thing was. So, we hung out. Like, I treated y'all boys like y'all was already in the league. Yeah. Like, we did league things. We worked out like y'all was in the league. We partied like y'all was in the league. Y'all boys saw me. I ain't drank, I ain't smoked, to each his own. But I wanted y'all to see how to handle and maneuver when y'all got to that level. Yeah. And the crazy thing of how life works out. Think about this, guys. This wasn't even planned. Walt, what number did you wear in high school?
6.
Pat, what number you wore in high school?
7.
I wore 8. I wore 8 in high school. Think about how life works. All right. If you got drafted to the Raiders, Walt, what number you wore?
22.
Pat, what number you wore when you got drafted?
21.
I got drafted. I wore 20. And we all played the same position, bro. Like, I never really realized that until some years ago. We all played corner. Our numbers are aligned. Wasn't picked that way. It was just aligned. I was the oldest, so I had the first number.
Yeah.
Right.
You grew up wearing 6. You wore 6 at Auburn. Pat, what number you wore at LSU? Of course.
7. And in high school.
I wore 8 at Florida State. So what I wanted to show you guys, and now I'm so appreciative, I wanted y'all to show, man, listen, y'all can go and get this because y'all came from a rough area. Pompano ain't no slouch. Ain't a lot of opportunities. And then what makes me even more proud to be a part of y'all lives, to what you said, Walt, what you doing now.
Yeah.
A father, a leader of your household. You got people who look up to you. You're a provider. And you're doing so in a very, very professional way. And Pat P, you already know, man. Look, everything you've done, a Hall of Fame-like career, and now you're branching off into another monumental side of your life and what you do for your family and your children. That's how we change generational curses.
Yeah. Bro, man, you ain't lying, Mac and Walt. Mac, you know this. I give you your flowers all the time, and the fans and the listeners or viewers are now hearing it from another relative. Like, I've been telling Mac, like, you was like our God.
Yeah, if Mac was like, I can remember like it was yesterday when he was getting drafted.
Right.
It was
we were
like,
just talking about this.
Bro, I was in there, like, I remember when you went to I tried to mimic everything you did in my draft. Like, this how much I remember it was another DB there. He was in the league.
That was at my draft party?
Yeah, at your draft party.
Terrell Buckley. He was
Terrell Buckley, like him. Me and him was talking, and he was telling me about you. So I was using your stories to implement in my stories. That's just how bad it was, right? And I remember him. I remember I think the brother story started from him. Technically, now I'm thinking because he was like, "Why you not going to Florida State?" Because I committed to Auburn that year, and he was like, "Why you not going to Florida State?" I said, "Man, I wanted to make my own path." He said, "It ain't about your own path. It's about who you know and how you get there." And I think that planted a seed for me as well. But I remember when you went to the restroom or you left out of there because you was not
mad.
happy. You was not
went to
happy
jail
because
with
it was somebody went there. You knew this wasn't what it's supposed to be. I
Yep.
mean, because and the crazy thing about it was I tried to do the same thing because I got 2 calls in the 3rd round, then I got 2 calls in the 4th. Then I was like, I'm going to the bathroom. Whatever I'm going, I'm getting away from everybody because that's what Matt did.
Yeah.
Right? And then the other thing was it's just that my list a little bit longer than yours. Matt, if you don't know him, Matt can tell you right now who was all drafted before him, pick by pick by pick. I have seen him do that. I got a lot more people, but I made it to the 3rd round. I can tell you what DBs went,
Yeah.
And I was like, man, how that guy goes. So I was studying you so much that I was trying to make sure that if he's doing it, it's working. This is the person that I need to follow because it's the best way to route to get where I need to go. So I do thank you for that bit, bro.
Oh, no doubt. No, and it's funny you talk about my drafts, and I was sharing this with Pat. I actually had a videotape because I totally forgot about this. We had a recorder recording everything. Like Big Walt was on the grill where he was cooking. I got you in there, Pat, everybody. At the old house we had in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I said, man, Pat, man, and I told Pat this weeks ago. I said, bro, I got a legit video of an hour of content during that time where all of our family was there. Family from South Carolina, from everywhere that came to support me, and I'm super appreciative. And the good thing about that is, unfortunately, there were a few people in the video who are no longer with us. You know what I mean? But we got an opportunity to see them in that element.
Yeah.
And I shared with Pat, our Aunt Margaret, Pat's grandma was there, and she loved football.
Oh, yeah. Yes, she did.
She was one of the first females that I've ever came across growing up and knew more about football than any man that I knew.
Yeah, she definitely knew it.
She was there. She was talking and holding the court down. And I said, man, look at them boys right there. And at the time, y'all was playing football, but no one knew exactly where y'all was going to go.
Right.
But one thing I knew about both of y'all, which is why I wanted y'all to be around me, was y'all had a love for the game. Y'all really love ball. And I love ball growing up. I still love it to this day. But when I saw what y'all was doing, and when you was going to Auburn, I'm always talking to you, trying to encourage you, whatever you needed, whether good or bad, I was there. The same with Pat P. When he was doing what he was doing, I'm sending the cleats, whatever the case, because I want y'all boys to be fresh and to feel like you can make it. And that's what we do. We come from a very, very talented, gifted, blessed family. And for us to be the first to do what we did, to go to 3 major universities full ride, right? LSU, Florida State, Auburn, all of us to get drafted, and we play the same position.
Yeah.
Have the same numbers in numerical order. And now we've branched off. We have our own families, but we're doing great things, and we still have this connection. Yeah. That is super dope.
Yeah.
Man, no doubt about it. And I want to bring up another story real quick, talking about the brotherhood that we had. I know you guys may not I know you guys remember this, but when I got drafted, who was the first 2 people who I wanted to have in that draft in the green room with me?
Yeah.
We were there.
Yeah. It was us.
Exactly. Because of, like you talking about, Mac, all the things that align. Like, Mac, we was at your draft party.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brian, we was at Walt, I was at your draft party. And I knew you guys wanted to experience that. And I knew I had the opportunity to experience that. And you remember, that was a year of the lockout. And they asked me, I was like, I kind of want to go and I kind of don't. But then I started thinking about it. I was like, man, think about the experience that this can provide for all of my loved ones.
Yeah.
For this one-time opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, and I was like, man, my boy
never forget it.
And my boy Bryant gonna be in the green room.
Hey, we had a ball. And that night, I ain't gonna say too much, but that night you didn't hang out with us because you had to get ready for the draft. The night before the draft, boy, me and Walt, Me, Walt, and we
Y'all
had
boy got redrafted, huh?
we got redrafted.
Yeah,
I'm getting drafted. When they call your name, they call my name. I jumped up like I was getting drafted all again. Hey, Walt, you remember we had Mr. Jefferson with us?
yeah.
He said he had the best time of his life. Every time I see Mr. Jefferson right now, and we're talking about Jordan Jefferson and Justin Jefferson's father, right? Great guy. Every time I see a Pat, he say, "Boy, Matt, you gave me the best time of my life and my hey, me and that boy there. We act like we were getting drafted.
Yeah,
Your draft party was our
getting
draft
drafted
party.
that night too, man. We was like, hey,
I know.
we
That's
finna
why I
walk
wanted
across
y'all
the stage.
there.
And we was in New York City.
Right.
Man, we paint the city on fire, man.
Yeah, man.
Think about it, fellas. Like when we had, and I remember all these stories, like, because Matt, you had first round aspiration. Walt, you wanted to be obviously top 3 at least. And I just remember hearing the stories that you guys used to tell me about the opportunity that you will want to have if you was to get drafted. So I'm like, man, for me to give back to them, for me to grow up with Walt, and for me to be around BMac, for him to show me the lifestyle that is going to be like in the NFL, me to be around Walt, to be around the recruiting process, to understand what the recruiting process is, it was only right for me to give back to my guys. So it was like a no-brainer for me when I finally got the opportunity to do that, man. So I love y'all, man. Y'all already know that.
I appreciate it.
In fact, we got to thank you because we didn't have that high enough draft to get invited.
Not even thinking about it. Like, hey, man, I'm just, hey.
We weren't going to get no invite because, they say you got to be a top 15, top 20 like guy.
My invite was back at the Auburn Community Center. They wanted me back over there. They was like, "Wow, we want you to do this, celebrate at Auburn football field." Say, "Nah, I'm going back to Pompano, man. I don't even know these people."
Hey, man, you gave us that opportunity, bro, to go to New York City, but we had a fresh suit. We was suited and booted.
Hey, I remember I got that suit. My suit was so big.
You had that Steve Harvey suit.
Yeah, I had that Steve Harvey back then, man. I came up there. I should have. Y'all had me looking down at Steve Harvey in that suit.
You got too much money not to get a new computer, man.
Hey, man, let me show you this real quick. Let me show you my setup, dog. Hold on, let me turn my computer around. How can I turn this around?
You got that. First of all, I ain't even gonna say. Hold on, I ain't even gonna say how much that paint behind you costs. I ain't even gonna say that. But
first of all, man, I got my computer set up. I got my mic. I got everything set up, dog. I don't know how the hell my computer went dead.
You need a new computer.
No, man, no. I'm like you. I like my old computer, dog.
Pat.
I have a computer.
Look at the paint behind him, man. Man, you already know that.
Yeah, I already see. That's like, I thought it was Skittles on there. Like, he got a whole bunch of red Skittles. I was like, man, Pat got Skittles in the background.
Hey, man, come on, man.
You got these Skittles back there.
Hey, a G-ball will get you a nice little laptop, a quick band.
Yeah. No, man.
You get that on the golf course.
Yeah, I'm telling you, boy. I'm very shiesty with it when it comes to little things like that, dog.
Man, that computer won't stay charged for nothing. Walt, it's about 30 minutes. It's dead every time.
Hey, man, I don't know. You got it, man. You get. It's time to invest in something a little better, bro.
Man, hey, boy, I'll tell you what, boy.
So Pat, you playing golf a lot now?
Oh yeah.
Hey, I like myself against you.
There you go. I knew it.
Hey, I have to do it all the time. I have to do it with customers all the time. I'm going out later today.
Well, you like yourself against Pat? He don't got a chance.
A 12 hole. Well, I'm not doing 18.
He can't even play golf. He can't do 18.
What it is? 18. I get what it is, man. I can't do 18.
He's stuttering, Matt. He ain't ready.
I'm not. Only reason why I can do 18 is just that after a while, it started getting boring to me.
I'm just gonna give you a quick synopsis, man. For me, 36 is easy for me. Like, I play 36 in a day. So
Hey, but hey, Pat, you know who you're talking to. Walt don't lose in nothing, man.
Oh,
You
I
No,
just
no, no.
know. That's
I ain't
what
saying
I'm
I ain't
saying.
gonna
That's what
lose.
I
I'm
want
just
our
saying
listeners and
I just feel
viewers
I just like my
to
chances.
understand who they
No,
listening
I'm
to
just saying
right
I
now.
like my chances. I ain't saying I'm gonna lose. I just like my chances. That's all. I'm not a great, but I'm really great.
but you ain't sweet out there. Ain't like easy action out
What
there.
I'm saying is I'm not great, but I'm great. Like I don't
But
know.
you like yourself to beat Pat if you had to.
Well, I
Like,
mean, anybody that step up, I ain't gonna just
No,
say you're gonna beat me. That ain't
you don't stand
that
a
ain't gonna
chance, man.
happen. You gotta show me you gonna beat me.
Oh, I
Low
will.
yard, whatever. I'm pretty dope, man. And Pat put too much content out there that I can study that. It's too much. It's, it's a little bit too much content out there for me to not to. He got too much little
Hey,
videos out there.
she a little smooth on it.
Yeah, they dope though. They dope. They dope.
you gonna do
They
a
don't.
scout
They don't.
report?
Hey, they're a little too contact, but I play a little bit, man. I'm pretty decent, man. I have to play with customers all the time, so it's different. If I was playing like with y'all boys, I could do 18. When you playing with
Got,
customers, it's a whole
got you.
different mindset. Sometimes I'm not me. You know, I
Yeah.
I got you.
so yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
gotta
But
be a professional out there. You gotta go, to your professional character.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I lighten it up a little bit, but the ideal is to complete the sale. That's what I'm
Hey,
doing.
Walt,
Completing sales out there.
is Plies your favorite rapper of all time, the best ever still?
No, man. I got a top 5, bro. I got
Talk to me.
Oh, so you don't Plies ain't the best rapper ever
nah.
anymore?
Plies my guy, man. He on my list, man. I got Future is number 1. I think people underestimate Future, but I
Nah,
look at it.
nobody underestimating Future.
The only reason why you won't just throw his name out there, but Future got hits, man. And
Oh,
and, and
dang.
if you and it depending on the crowd, like where you at, I mean, you just not
Hey, Walt.
it hit different.
It's not even the hits. He got album hits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People,
His
and that's what I'm
catalog is
saying.
great.
People sleep on them to me because, man, you just like, oh, that's just Future talking about whatever. But when I could play 30, 40 Future songs and you can be like, oh, banging. And then,
Maybe play the last 8 albums.
yeah. And then Jeezy for me is just a top. And then Wayne, Plies, and then I just became a Drake head, man, lately, man. Drake.
So who won the battle? Drake or Kendrick? And
Ken,
be and not let's not just go off the summer anthem. Who won the battle?
I I I I this is just me.
Talk to us.
I think Drake. I mean,
Mac, don't go ahead and take your
Kendrick
drink,
won.
Mac. Like you ready to take a drink, Mac.
Kendrick won the battle. I would say that he had some hits in his 2 songs, that not the anthem, but the song before, the where he starts Mr. Miyagi, whatever that part, whatever that one. I think that was the knife in the back. But
Okay.
I'm a the Drake part where he put out Shut Up Metro.
Yeah.
That was funny to me. I thought that was like crazy because the creativity, and then the one with the Tupac and Snoop Dogg. I just thought
did you like that or did you
I
hate
loved
that?
it.
Because a
I
lot
know
of people hated that track.
I loved it because to me it
Me
was
too.
creativity. I loved it when he sounded like Pop. He was like, hey man, he was talking about himself and went after. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was dope. And then the shut up, what's his name, and whatever that was hilarious to me. So I probably played that thing about 1,000 times myself in like 2 days. So I
So it
thought
sounds like you leaning towards Drake. But go ahead, Mac. What you about
I'm a
to say?
Drake guy, but Kendrick won it with that one song, man.
Go ahead, Mac.
so I like both rappers. I've been a
I do
Kendrick
too.
fan for quite some time. When he first dropped, I am a sinner. I'm probably gonna sin again.
Yeah.
Oh, forgive me. Like
Yeah.
back in them days, right? But Drake is super talented. To your question about the AI voiceover with Snoop and Pop, it was creative. But I can see why some people kind of took offense to it because you're dealing with 2 legends, one who's no longer here, and we don't even know if Pac was here, would he be a Drake guy?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. And we don't even know if Snoop is a Drake guy, and Snoop is from the West Coast, but I get why he did it because he got 2 iconic rappers from the West Coast that kind of dig at
Right, yeah.
Kendrick, right? So, but when it comes to Kendrick, the reason why I say Kendrick won, number one, Kendrick made a diss song that became a national song
Got
on all levels. The
Yeah.
radio play, the TV play, the infomercial plays, everywhere that became a national song. And some of the things that Drake said, none of us know. I mean, I'm sorry, some of the things that Kendrick said makes all of us look at Drake differently to a degree. Like, we don't know Drake personally, we just know him as an artist. The same can be said for Kendrick, right?
Mhm.
But when you listen to what Kendrick was saying, you kind of make you look at Drake like, dang, bro, like I really don't like him as much as I did when it comes to his creativity and his artistry. And the thing I like about Kendrick is this. Kendrick is a rapper who's very, very strategic, but he's a smart rapper. He says something and you got to go look up what it means, what he say, and then you realize like, oh, shoot. It's almost like having a laugh off, cracking jokes with someone who's extremely smart. That joke might not register to you until you get home and be like, oh, that's what he hit me with?
Yeah.
You know, like his lyrics are very, very intellectual.
Yeah, but we're not talking lyrical. Like when we say lyrical, Kendrick is lyrical. Like if you want to talk lyrical, we're gonna talk Lil Wayne and Kendrick lyrical. Like that's, to me, I think you go down too far down the line when it's just really diss. It doesn't matter. The word "fu" is no different than this, right? It's still "fu," so it's a diss, right? So I don't look at it from a lyrical standpoint, even though he hit him with some lyrics for sure. I look at it for a punchline and creativity, and I think that reverse, that one when he started off, reverse, you got to hear it in reverse. He started off the song Kendrick. That's the song that to me took the whole he wanted. Not the anthem. The anthem to me is dope, but the one, Euphoria was the one that I felt like
Euphoria was nice too, yeah.
You hurt me. Now the other one where he was talking about his son, I just couldn't get with that. To me, where I'm from, you gotta fight me. You know that when he started talking about to his son and all that, I took that to a whole nother mentality. Like we gotta fight. So that's why I don't get into that piece. I'm kind of like
Drake brought up his family too, the man, wife, and all that as well, saying them
having kids with the
and Kendrick's wife was sleeping with his homeboy, something like that. So
both
of them had some like you got to pull up and see me type activity in their rhyme.
See, that's the ones I want to take out. When I take those out, I'm like, okay, I can listen to it.
Pat, what you got? I already know how you feel, but let me hear your unbiased take.
I just feel like if you take out the not like us?
Yeah.
I feel like if you take out the not like us, I feel like Drake, I mean, they both was going back and forth about each other's family, this, that, and the other. But I feel like if you take out not like us, I feel like Drake catalog or comeback was much better outside of Euphoria.
Gotcha.
Every track that Drake put out that was toward, and it was also, you got to think about it was 20 versus 1. However many guys that was in this thing, and he was going back at everybody at every given time that they were shooting shots at him.
But can I say something, Pat?
Go ahead.
Drake went at Metro, called his name out. Drake went at Ross, called his name out. Drake went at Kendrick, of course. He didn't really come back at Future like that.
No.
Yeah,
I don't know for some reason, because Future's what kind of jump started everything when his album dropped, when he had Kendrick on his song on his album, when they both were going at Drake. And when you talk about Don't Trust You, all that was talking about Drake.
And I think Drake is. We have to do a little bit more reading in between the lines. I'm sure he's saying something about Drake. I mean about Future. We just got to do a little bit more research.
He didn't do a whole
We're just not hearing it right now.
Yeah, he went direct with Future, but I'm sure he threw some shots in there.
Yeah, I'm sure he threw shots at Future 100%.
Well, Future was direct by him.
I know, but they also, when you think about it as well, who out of all of those people, who he made music with?
He made with Future the most.
Yeah. And I think so they might be a little deeper though. They might be a little bit more.
I go back to what you told me, Matt, when you thought it was a publicity stunt.
Yeah, I did.
You saying that exactly. So that's what I'm thinking of. So like that's probably another reason why you haven't went back at Future.
I did. Well, he went because him and Ross made a bunch of music as well, and he definitely went at Ross.
But
Ross
he only made like him and Future got a whole album together. Him
Yeah.
and Ross got features together.
They got a bunch.
Like they're not together in the studio.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But to my point, I think, in my opinion, like I'm a Drake fan too, and I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan as well. I just feel like Drake won the battle just off of the comebacks that he was coming back with towards everybody who he had to freaking battle up against. I don't know the circumstances. I can care less about the circumstances. But I'm talking about the lyrics and the music that they was feeding to the streets. And I feel like if you take out of the national anthem of everybody liking the Not Like Us,
You can't.
who would you say won the battle? I just think he caught the wave at the right time with us going into the summertime. We needed a banger, and he delivered a banger.
Yeah.
That's where he caught the timing at the right time. But when you going about the songs that they was putting out about each other, I feel like Drake hit him harder, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think Drake put out some heat, even on that.
Yeah, in my opinion, if it was if you take away Not Like Us in the summertime, right? If that was dropped in the wintertime or what, that song is, I ain't gonna lie. That song is a banger. I ain't gonna lie. That song's a banger.
Yeah, banging.
That song is a banger. But the timing of it, everybody's always looking for a summertime banger, right? There was no summertime heat at that time. All of us on this call are music heads. Like, we're looking for the next vibe.
Yeah.
And the music that Drake put out, there's not 9 times out of 10, there's not summer bangers, but you got to listen to what he's saying. Kendrick caught the wave on putting out the summer banger, and everybody was fucking with it, and that's how it caught the wave. Although that song is still fire, but if you take away that song, that Not Like Us being a national anthem, and we're just talking about beef, who won the battle? That's what I'm saying.
So it's almost like if you want to take out the Not Like Us, you got to take out whatever Drake's best diss song to Kendrick would be.
Yeah,
but no, what I'm saying is, if you go by the beat, right? You go by the beat what Kendrick put out, like dun dun dun, like that's like a.
And what he was saying,
time out. But that's like a family vacation, like a family reunion. Everybody out of school, like everybody's like, oh, now we need something to dance to.
Yeah.
Drake that's not Drake vibe.
It is. Drake, wait a minute. No. Drake got some songs. What I'm saying is
Drake putting out more dancing. What I'm saying is Drake putting out more dancing songs.
Drake do that
versus summertime bangers.
So Pat, I feel like you're penalizing.
No. I'm not penalizing them at all. What I'm saying is what got him over the hump was the summertime banger. That's what I'm saying.
I like your t-shirt. I like the brim you're rocking, man. Shouts out to Homefield Apparel. Once again, listen, when it comes to the latest collegiate gear, repping almost every university that is out there, Homefield Apparel is the place to go. Make sure you hit covered to get 15% off. The promo code, as I repeat, is covered to get 15% off. Our gifts to you guys for rocking with us. So Drake should have. Drake is creative.
It's hitting. You
Drake should have came up with a summertime banger as well.
Yeah, I agree.
You said Drake hit him with a summertime banger?
Huh?
You said Drake hit him with a summertime banger?
I said he had an opportunity to create a summertime banger.
But that's my point. Drake really don't. Yeah, he had the opportunity to drop a summertime banger, but that's not Drake vibe. That's not Drake lane to drop a summertime banger. Like he has summertime bangers, but it's gonna be more like a club vibe. It's gonna be not a club vibe. It's gonna be more like a girl's vibe, like a more I don't know.
Yeah, like just to get jiggy with it type.
Yeah, like it's not gonna be like like we in the club in the hip hop joint. No. He ain't got those hip hop bangers like that in the summertime.
Let me ask you a question. Pat, I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
Before Not Like Us, has Kendrick ever gave you a summertime banger like that?
No.
He ain't been known to be that way either.
So that's what I'm saying though, Mac.
Well, he got creative. He stepped outside his box.
Right.
He came up with a song where I was going to kill you lyrically, and I was going to have a banging beat where people going to gravitate to, which made him win the battle.
That's what,
It's the way he
to
dropped
your
it.
point,
He
he won
dropped
the
it.
battle, and I say he won the battle off of that summertime hit.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if you take that out and we go about the bangers after that, Drake got more bangers than his bangers. Is what I'm
By
saying.
far. By
You
far.
you
By
you, you
far.
don't like y'all don't like the song when Kendrick was talking to Drake's unborn daughter, or the
No,
daughter.
yeah, I can't do
No,
that with y'all. No.
no,
That was
did not
that's
like that.
you gotta see him then type of
No,
yeah.
I did not like that.
You
Well,
gotta
they,
see
were,
him then.
they both was disrespectful.
Yeah,
They
but not
both
like that
was,
though.
but like, yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
that
like that
man went
song.
to that man mama. He said
I didn't like that song.
I wish you would never had it. Like he was disrespectful. Like
Yeah,
you
I
got
didn't
I
like
would
that song.
have my response if I was Drake it would have been one line. Bitch, you gotta see me. That's it. That would have been the banger for the whole summer. Bitch, you got to see me. That's it. There's no other way we could have a conversation about let me throw you another song. Like it's not you can't do that, man. But I think, like Pat said, it's the way he dropped them at. I think if he would have dropped Not Like Us like 4 or 5 days later, it just would have been another diss song. But the way he had dropped he dropped Euphoria, then he dropped the diss on his parents, and then boom, he dropped them back to back to back. Actually, Drake was waiting for like a week when he first threw his first diss at Kendrick. So it's like I kind of feel like Kendrick kind of like set him up. He was a lot smart, strategic on it. So I like it. So hey man,
It was good for music though. It was good for music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
in
I
my
think it was
opinion.
dope. Hey man, I got a question for y'all because I don't know when y'all finna lock this up, but this could be it if y'all want it. But my question, I wanted to ask both of y'all: electric college player of all time, your top 5. The most
Electric player of all
college
time.
of
Man,
college.
you put us on the spot. I'm just gonna name off some names. I know Mac is a Wikipedia.
Yeah,
He'll probably be able to go.
dictionary. I call him a
Yeah,
a
yeah. So
walking dictionary.
I'm gonna go Barry Sanders.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Reggie Bush. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna go Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
I got 2 more. I gotta go, man. That boy, and during my time, who I was able to see, quarterback from Texas,
Vince Young. Vince Young.
yeah, Vince Young. And the last player I have to go with, man, that dude, Percy Harvin. I know, well, it's between Percy Harvin and Peter Ward, in my opinion.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Peter Ward though. I'm gonna go with Peter Ward.
Now, when I'm saying electric, mean guys, now think about this. Electric just not on the field. It comes with everything. The LeBron effect.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so it comes with everything. So I just give you an example of my list. Reggie Bush. I mean, he was dating Kim Kardashian. It was so much. You knew about this man's lifestyle.
He wasn't
Plus,
dating Kim in college though.
yeah, he was, yeah.
What would that got to do with it? What he
Hey,
got
man,
to do? His life got to do
Where we
with
going
It's
with
a
this?
win. It's a
Where
win.
you going?
It's a win. And plus, you knew about Reggie, man. Everybody knew about Reggie, man. The trophy, it's a
Hey,
win.
where you going?
Johnny Mizell. Johnny Mizell.
Alright.
Who he was dating in college?
Nobody, but the Netflix show was crazy. I can tell you that. Crazy. And you knew about Johnny.
Okay.
Tim Tebow, I'm just giving you that because he had his speech and everybody knew about his speech and he did do some things.
Uh-huh.
I'm putting Sean Taylor in there just because I'm from South Florida and I was a DB and you knew about 26. Like it was just hitting people. You know, that whole thought of let me catch you come across that middle, you know, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then I had Peter Ward, but I took him out because Travis Hunter has took over that electric of playing both sides. Everybody know who he is. He's in commercials. He's like the nuance of everything. And I think that's just electric. Like these guys just doing it on the field, but off the field, we knew about these 5 players. So, but I had Cam Newton and Calvin Johnson in there at first. But man, these 5, I got Reggie, Johnny, Sean Taylor, Travis, and Tim Tebow. I don't think their names will ever leave college football.
Now,
What happened to my names?
Pat, you just want the Jim Throat, bro. I love you, bro, but you ain't up there, brother.
No, I'm talking about my names I named out, man.
Bro, Barry,
I named out the
Barry,
same names
bro,
you did.
you talking about Barry NFL. We don't know about no Barry. Nobody ain't know
He
about
won the
Barry.
Heisman.
He went to Oklahoma. Nobody care about that. That's just like saying Walter
Here we go.
Payton. Nobody care. These boys was not the electric. Nobody know about them in college. Electric.
Did you know Barry had over like
you know how many
1,000
people won the
yards in
Heisman?
like
Matt
6 games,
Leinart
bro?
won the Heisman. We don't
That boy
care
said-
about that.
That boy said, you know how many people won the Heisman. There's only
Like,
one a year.
But I'm saying name the people. Matt Leinart, he won the Heisman. Like I'm not.
He was
You
the
know what?
He
best
wasn't on my
player.
list.
You know what? What's
wasn't
that
on my
guy gonna be
list.
on College Day? What's his name?
Desmond Howard.
Desmond Howard. I might throw him in there because he's relevant still today. Then he won the Heisman. He won who started that. Everybody know him for that. I might throw him in there. You see how I'm
Like, I
doing my
like
list?
Desmond, but no.
Pat, come
What?
on, man. Matt, y'all tripping. Electric. Don't go off of stats.
Hold
The
on.
world know of these people.
I have a question. What was electric about Tim Tebow? What was electric?
Tim had the world praying. What the hell you talking about? Bro,
That's-
everybody was doing it, Tim Tebow.
Hey,
Hold on.
B-Mac,
Come on,
I'll
bro.
tell you what was electric about. I'll tell you what was electric about B-Mac, about Tim Tebow, because I had the opportunity to play against him. It was the simple fact that in college, like, you really didn't have to be a pro style thrower, right? But he still completed passes. But also the run ability that motherfucker had, like what he was able to do in the running game, far as the quarterback reads,
He did
and
everything.
also the I know he had weapons with him, and they probably made him look good.
He had a
But
bunch
for
of
the most part, he had to deliver the ball to them.
And guess
For
what,
the
man?
most part,
You playing from Tebow. I played him twice
Like,
too. You playing
nah,
from
Tim Tebow was electric in college.
he was
No.
in
No.
your
He
packet.
was.
He was in your packet.
Okay.
So now my damn light just went dead.
Yeah.
Messing around with y'all.
Oh Lord, there we go. You
And I
get
gotta
me
go,
right.
man. I gotta go pick up my kids, man.
Okay, well,
I got an
last
hour.
thing I'm about to say,
I got an
I'm about
hour.
to-
I got an
When I
hour.
think of electric, when I think of electric, I'm thinking of someone when they get the football and when they're playing, you standing up and you watching because they about to do something where you be like,
So
wow.
you're not thinking of that Tim Tebow?
People want to give you that. No,
You
man.
wasn't gonna get in the way.
Come
Read
on, Mac.
option and all that. He was
Come on, Mac.
impactful. He had an impact on the game, but he was not an electric, entertaining player. Reggie Bush, electric. You stayed up late
Mac.
to watch Reggie Bush play on the West Coast.
That's
When he was on the East Coast,
Yeah.
you
And you-
stayed up. He's like, I gotta watch five.
Yeah, you're right. And they also stayed up late to watch Tim Tebow as well
The
because
world.
he can get sacked. He
Tim
can come up
Tebow-
out of that. He
No,
can
no,
throw
no.
the damn fade.
No.
He can find Aaron Hernandez. He gonna find Person Harvin.
No.
Like I experienced it.
I know you did. But what I'm saying is, when you talk about electric, you're talking about guys like, you know who how y'all don't have Lamar Jackson on y'all list in Louisville? How?
Listen,
You know what?
Lamar was definitely electric. But who was the first sophomore to win the fucking Heisman?
Who's the what?
First sophomore to ever win the Heisman.
That's only because Tim Tebow was born
Because he
before
was
Lamar.
electric, Mac.
That's only
He was
because Tim
electric.
Tebow-
Matt,
that's
if
only
we
because
put Lamar in there, we got to talk about Michael Vick. So that's
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And
But well, you didn't even hear my list. Barry
You gave us
Sanders.
your list. You didn't
Barry
have Vick on your list.
Barry Sanders. So you putting Lamar Jackson or Mike Vick above Barry Sanders?
I'm
I
taking
am.
Tim Tebow off.
I'm taking.
All right.
I would put Lamar over Barry Sanders.
Walt don't even think Barry was special in college.
I didn't watch Oklahoma, and I didn't care about
It's
that.
Oklahoma State, Walt.
State,
He ain't
whatever
go
they
nowhere.
was,
Yeah,
I
he-
knew that. And guess what? He didn't register. I know Barry from the Lions. I don't know Barry for
All
Oklahoma.
right. But you just asked for college players.
Yeah.
Electric. So
You ain't see Barry in Oklahoma State, but Pat.
I did not, but I saw some damn highlights, and they got dogged to seeing the stats that he was able to do. Like, that's
Yeah.
unheard
If that's
of.
the case, then let me put Cam Newton in there. Then, like, that's what we talking.
Cam Newton was
one
more of
year
an
off.
electrifying
So that-
player than Tim Tebow.
Who? Say it again.
Cam Newton was more electrifying than Tim Tebow.
That 1 year.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I ain't
That
gonna
one
lie.
year, hold on, y'all. No.
I don't know. I don't
He's an
know.
Auburn brother, so I'm not gonna
Cam,
go against him.
Cam Newton did that in 1 year. Tim Tebow did that every year that he was playing, bro.
He only
Fact.
played his first year in the lineup. He was splitting.
And Cam Newton was very electrifying. He was.
Tim
Yeah.
But
Tebow
I'm
was not
talking about the
electrifying.
long, like what
No.
he did
The-
the whole time he was in college. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna support you on this. I'm gonna say Cam Newton couldn't play. They was at Florida together, and Tim Tebow wanted the position.
No. Well, hold on.
They're gonna say it was biased. Hey man,
I'm not gonna say it was by choice. I'm just saying.
No. Cam Newton was more electrifying. Lamar Jackson, more electrifying than Tim Tebow. Mike Vick, more electrifying than Tim Tebow. Right? Reggie Bush, more electrifying. Peter Ward, man, Peter Ward had an impact on the game where he had all us wearing earrings in our helmet, man, with the one strap.
so what did Tim
Making people
Tebow have
miss.
us doing?
Huh? Y'all wasn't trying to pray like Tim Tebow. Y'all had earrings in, though.
He had America doing it
He had
though.
America
Y'all
doing
wasn't
this.
doing it.
America.
Man, listen, y'all wasn't doing it. Talking about, I watched both of y'all play. I
Man,
ain't
I
see
gotta
y'all
pick
kneel
up my
down and play.
kids, man. Y'all about to have me late for pickup, man.
I watched both of y'all play in college. Y'all had them earrings with the one strap, though. I saw that. I saw them earrings in there. Now.
Hey man, it's good always kicking it with y'all boys.
Hey.
Man. Y'all boys take it easy.
We gonna set up that race too. Now,
Hey,
We need to.
let me know, and I'm there. Wherever you want to go, it's whatever. Have
Let's
your
do it.
pom-poms. Have your
we gonna
pom-poms.
see. And I don't hear no excuse neither, Walt. No excuse.
Yeah, money. Ain't that funny? I got haters. Yeah, they watching, but I know they love me. Money. Ain't that funny? I got haters. Yeah, they watching, but I know they love me. Riding around the city, plastic cup of C-Rock. Bigger and I'm blacker. I am on that Chris Rock.